What is up, YouTube Nation? It is a brisk 22 degrees and I am headed to the airport to go to Dallas, Texas. I'm working with one of our partners called Red Ball Oxygen for the next week. So Sunday through Friday, I'm doing a branch store tour where we're going to be launching professional welding tools from Fronius at every single one. So when you walk into one of those stores, you can buy one. Check this out. I'm bringing a Trans Pocket 180 with me. I'm putting it in check-in, and with all the leads and everything, because they have every single machine besides one of these. I want to make sure I can show this. Anyways, this week I'm bringing you with me, and I'm going to try to do two things that I've never done before this week. I don't know what they're going to be, but stay tuned. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow me. See ya. Guess what? We made it to Red Ball Oxygen, and I'm gonna walk you through the store so you can see what their storefronts look like, because talk about branding, they brand every store the same, and I want you to take a look at it. And then after today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to their main headquarters in Shreveport, Louisiana, and I'm going to introduce you to their technical team and what products they can bring to you to show you cost savings, new technology, etc. So check out this storefront from Red Ball. I got a quick tip for you, and my cameraman better be steady, but a lot of times you'll be welding and all of a sudden you'll get burn back, and where the arc really flares and it's not consistent. So I got a quick tip to determine if you're having wire feed problems and how you can solve it. So if you pull the trigger like this and you take your hand and apply light pressure to the wire, and you can actually stop the drive motor, sort of like that, then there's either a problem with your wire feed tension, or maybe you got a clogged interliner, or maybe there's something wrong with the tip because it's forcing that drive motor to stop that wire just like this. So take a look inside the wire feeder. Now I'm gonna pull the trigger, put my hand on the wire. You see how that motor stops? It's just spinning in there. So you're not getting any grip on the wire. Now I let go, slips, slips. So if you think you're gonna get good welding results, if it's slipping like that, it ain't gonna happen. So with the Fronius Transsteel 2200, one thing to check would be your tension on the wire itself. So for steel, we need to be about 3 to 4. The thing is if you look at this tension, we're below 1. So of course it's gonna slip. So I'm gonna bump this up. Keep going. Slowly but surely we're gonna get there. So I'm gonna go about 2.5, 3, click it down. So now once I have the tension set right, if I pull the trigger and then put my hand over it, what should happen is you should be able to bound the wire up like this. If you can bound the wire up like that, then your tension, your interliner, and your contact tip are good. Now that you've seen the store in Longview, Texas, I've been to about 4 or 5 of these, and that storefront that you just saw right there is an exact replica of every single store. Clean, same floor pattern, same design, and that's what you can expect. So they literally have over 25 store locations. When we talk to the technical team tomorrow, they'll let us know exactly how many. It could be 28, 29, but they're really expanding, especially in Oklahoma. But yeah, that's what the storefront looks like. And of course, they got gas, industrial gas, medical gas, and industrial propane. So whenever you're in the Midwest, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, make sure you check out Red Ball Oxygen, because not only can they supply anything you need, but they got Fronius Professional Welding Tools. Hey everybody, welcome to Shreveport, Louisiana, home of the headquarters of Red Ball Oxygen Company, and we're here at the Welding Technology Center. And this technology center is a facility where they can train their internal employees on welding and welding equipment and gases and welding wire and everything. But also it's a place where they can bring local customers if they're going to do trainings or they want to show current equipment such as, let's say, band saws, plasma table cutting equipment, submerged arc welding, and a product called TIG, also Fronius equipment, high-end welding process, 3-phase industrial welding machines. So let's take a tour through this welding lab and see what equipment in here, how they utilize it, but also let's meet the technical group, which consists of 3 people. You know, we have Alexander, Bill, Joel, and this is the team that brings the equipment to the end customers to provide value, but also show you what's new out there in the industry. All right, let's take a look. They have a full seated classroom with projectors. So when they have customers come in or internal employees, they have a place to work. They can actually teach. And here's what they have. They have all the goodies. Check this out. We got Alex. He's trying to pick out some wire because we're going to load it in the machine that I'm going to show you in this video how it works. It's called TIG. I told you I'd try something new. So in this video, that's what I'm going to be doing. Trying something new. It's called TIG. They have vending machines that they can show customers. Alex was showing me this oscilloscope that they can hook up the welding equipment and check waveforms. You see turning rollers for pipe, big tanks, fume extraction, of course the Fronius machines. One of the high-end machines called TPSI is in here because it's probably out on demo. And then of course they have our competitor equipment, so they're ready for any scenario depending on brand or who the customer is. Here we have a cutting table with a mechanized PowerMax 125. You see that right there. And submerged arc welding. I don't know if any of you have seen submerged arc welding, but they have a system here to where they can run test plates, but also show it to end users as well. Check this out. Look at Bill. Look at this hat. Nice and crisp. Thank you, Lulu. So if you've watched any of my videos, I'm giving away some of these weld caps from Doug's Welding Caps. It's Lulu. So we got to try to find one that fits Alexander, since he's so kind to let me play with this TIG machine and give us an overview. And you're using the old filler metal trick to get your root opening. What size rod is that?
1/8.
1/8. So we got an 1/8 root opening. And
332 land on it, maybe.
332 land?
Maybe
a 332 land. And with this TIG process, you can run your root pass, cap and fill, all in one rotation. That's one of the benefits of it, so huge cost savings. I'm ready for this demo and I'm ready to try it out.
You have a TIG Torch. It's a standard CK style torch. Everything pretty much for the torch itself are all standard TIG consumables. You can see here you have this lead. What it is so TIG is essentially a hot wire TIG unit. So what you have is you have a conventional TIG, and you have your wire that comes in over the top, and then we have about 80 amps running through the wire, so that's why it's a hot wire TIG. So what that helps is it's helping with the melting, so you're not wasting part of your arc and your heat of the arc in the weld pool. So you're reducing heat input, you're able to deposit more metal, increase travel speeds.
See the retract of this motor here? It's sort of like the Dippy Dabs, the Dippy Dab. Looking at the back of the tag, and look at here, zoom in, look at that. Made in Austria.
Yeah, too hot.
We're ready to fire in the hole. And 3, 2, 1.
Don't worry about the footprint.
There you go. What you're going for is that ticking. So keep that torch angle and then just walk it a little bit.
That ain't not bad right there.
You look like a little kid in a airplane simulator just messing with a joystick.
Do I?
Yeah.
Second thing we're gonna test, because obviously I'm not a tip TIG pro, so I need to practice walking my cup. We're gonna do SubArc or SAW or submerged arc welding, and what that is basically you're running bare electrode down to the plate and you shield it with flux, and that's your shield, almost like stick welding. The benefit to this is, what do you say, Alexander?
Extremely high deposition rates, good, extremely high deposition efficiencies, 50% more deposit weld metal.
Since I'm here, we got to cut with this Queek Garrison table with the PowerMax 125. So Alexander is kind enough to start up the CNC, and we are going to cut a star. Who's excited? So Alexander has inch plate in here, and with the PowerMax 125, you can pierce cut up to 1 inch, and then anything besides that, you're going to do an edge cut. So a pierce cut will be piercing right through the plate. And next on the list to show everybody that's watching this video is
a Scotchman ironworker. This is a 90 ton, which is the punch capacity of this ironworker. So this ironworker is great for punching, angle shearing, plate shearing. You can cope angle iron, which is really helpful. You can get pipe notchers. Up here on the front, you can actually have a multi bed system where you have different holes punched. It's a quick change. I'm going to show you some of that. Any size plate. You can do 1/4 by 24 or 1 inch by 8 inches with this machine. That quickly. Not a lot of people know this about iron workers. Let's say you need to cope some big angle iron. Iron's coat. Also, you can coat in here as well. Boom, it's cut. If you also need to shear your angle iron, now on this angle iron, on the Scotchman specifically, you follow me over here, all of your deflection comes off in the blank that comes out. And the reason being is because now you have two perfectly good square edges that you have after you shear it. Now, say you needed to punch a hole in this angle iron. Bring it over here to the punching station. Hold that quick.
It's awesome. I want to thank Alexander for giving me a tour of the Welding Technology Center and showing me all the products they can offer you as a customer. So from your standpoint, what else do you do for customers besides provide equipment?
So we can provide equipment. Part of the engineering group's job is to go in and do what are called productivity surveys. So we can go into your shop on site, free of charge to you, go through your shop, see how you're running production today. One thing we'd like to compare is what does it cost you today to deposit a pound of filler metal? What can we take you to tomorrow with updated process such as a Fronius TPSI or Transsteel 2700, or just demo new equipment, show people the latest greatest technology so they can't ever come to Red Ball and say, hey man, why didn't you show us this piece of technology?
Perfect. Well, thank you, Alexander.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Make sure you check out Red Ball Oxygen in Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma. Get a hold of these guys or a salesperson, or just stop into a store. Remember, click that subscribe button, hit the like button, and thanks for watching. See you guys.